Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Shadow 5th and final recap. For the night, I'll probably do a news video later. Just want to get this final recap done and then rest for a few hours. Xfinity race today in Iowa. Thought it was a fine race. I give it like a 5 out of 10, maybe, yeah, 5 out of 10. I thought it was an okay race. It just kind of felt like whoever got out front was really dominant. Like Connor Zelich in the first stage, Ross Chastain in the second stage, and then third stage was kind of all over the place also with strategy, and then your typical late race chaos. And NASCAR officiating strikes again, but before I get into that, Sam Mayer wins in Iowa. I mean, it's good to see Sam Mayer win. I mean, get a different winner, but Sam Mayer, I mean, he was going to make the playoffs anyways, but this officially locks his spot in. But, of course, there's a spin on the last lap. Can't happen a lap before. But, generational run by the Tower Day. You needed the safety crew out for that lazy spin instead of letting it stay green. I mean, Sam Mayer hadn't won anyways, but still. But Sam Mayer's on rails at the end. And he won Iowa last year, so good to see Sam Mayer get back in victory lane. And he was quietly third in points and with a really solid season. He just hadn't won yet, but now he picks up the first victory of the year and first for Haas Factory Team. And he's within just 16 points of the regular season championship. Zelich and Allgaier are tied for first. But with the playoffs now, does really anyone care about having a really solid season because of the playoffs and the win you're in? But he's quietly third in points, though, because no one cares about points anymore. Even TV doesn't care. They look at wins every single time they mention somebody. It's like, oh, win and you're in. Playoffs. But Sam Mayer's been really pretty sneakily good. Oh boy, and I gotta get this NASCAR. Having another NASCAR moment. So, Matt Benedetto runs in the back of Corey Day. Whatever happened before that, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. That's all I saw. Well, there's oil coming out of the front because the front of his car's banged in. There's oil on the track. What does the geniuses at NASCAR decide? Just have them send it into one. Nothing's going to happen. Except a few drivers went at the track. Ross Chastain went at the track. Jesse Loveton, he lost the lead because of that. Brandon Jones crashed. Jamie McMurray, of course, smarter than the control tower. It was obvious there was going to be oil on the track when his radiator's busted. But nope. That might be the most inexplicable no call of the year, and that is saying something. You throw a yellow for a car half spinning and saved it, but hold the yellow for a car with the front destroyed coming down the racing surface. It's just ridiculous. NASCAR race control needs an overhaul. Maybe an overhauled race control maybe wouldn't do any better, but Jesus Christ, dude. NASCAR's race control is inconsistently consistent. They should just make it their motto. Yeah, thanks NASCAR for not throwing a caution for a guy smoking after ice packing someone. Yeah, I'm so sure there was no fluid on the track. I don't know why that wasn't a caution immediately. I mean, I know when they were going into one, someone was going to crash, and inevitably it happened. Freaking Jamie McMurray's smart. Might as well have him in the control tower. Clearly oil on the track, but let's have them send it on into turn one. I know it didn't matter, but it's funny that they threw a caution for a single car spin under the apron on the last lap, and not someone leaving oil all over the track. It's funny. Fire everyone in the race control. Jesus Christ. I mean, you could tell from TV there was going to be oil. What is NASCAR doing? Like, what are they looking at? It's clear Matty D was leaking something. NASCAR race control is just incompetent. Stupid call not to throw the yellow when he's clearly leaking oil. Wonder why the fuck they didn't throw a caution. NASCAR's fucking brain dead. Not the first time this happened. I mean, happened in 2015 Homestead. I mean, it took them like 5 laps to call a caution. So this ain't the first time it's happened. But Jones spins and possibly in oil. Yeah, Bob, there was oil. Race control basically was like, fuck around, find out. Why wasn't caution thrown earlier? And why was Chastain able to restart third and wasn't considered involved in the caution? I don't know. It's just, he went up the track and lost multiple spots. I don't know why he was still third. But Jamie Mack called it just horrible call from NASCAR. You know, a whole radiator's emptying out on the track and you keep it green. Awesome track spotters they have there at NASCAR. Stevie Wonder may as well be a NASCAR car official. He may do better than what they just did. NASCAR. Brandon Jones spins because of it. Jesse Love lost the lead and he couldn't get it back because of the oil. Race, NASCAR, incompetence. Impossible. There's fucking oil on the track. But that's typical NASCAR. But yeah, those were really the main things. Sam Mayer winning and NASCAR pulling a NASCAR as they usually do. They're consistently inconsistent. But yeah, the race was fine, 5 out of 10. I mean, it was solid. But that was just so retarded. Sam Mayer gets the win. Had a solid day, but made it even better getting the win. Jesse Love second, Ross Chastain third. Connor Zilisch fourth, dominated first stage. Then had to come back. Didn't get the lug nuts started. Had to start at the back. Took a while. He eventually finally got back in the top 5 and finished fourth. Had an incident with Allgaier. In turn 1, he just got loose and Lando Ross clipped Allgaier. He had a few moments in turn 1 getting loose. That's happened a lot. Even with the Cup cars, the bumps, getting loose in turn 1. It's happened a lot this weekend with Iowa, which it's good to see these cars are hard to drive. Xfinity's always hard to drive every week, you know, with packing air and shit. But with the bumps and getting loose in turn 1, it's making Iowa exciting. So we'll see how the Cup race turns out. Harrison Burton 5th. How about that? Harrison Burton with a very good day. All day long, Harrison Burton ran well. He ends up with a top 5 finish, which is big for the playoff bubble. Harrison Burton 5th. Carson Hocevar 6th. Puts Josh Williams out at Colleague Racing. Hocevar ends up getting a 6th place finish. So maybe that shows Josh Williams just wasn't that good, man. Carson Hocevar is just a hell of a talent. Finishes 6th, Sheldon Creed 7th, Ryan Sieg 8th. He comes back from that spin, got loose into 1, spun him and Austin Dillon around, but he comes back to get a top 10 finish. Good day for Sieg. Carson qualified 9th, and Christian Eckes ran out of the top 10. William Sawalich 11th, qualified well, ran decent today, but he still finishes 11th. Justin Bonsinger 12th, Parker Retzlaff 13th, Austin Dillon 14th. Sammy Smith 15th, Justin Allgaier 16th, Taylor Gray 17th, Kyle C 18th, Nick Sanchez 19th, around the top 20 is Brendan Poole, Josh Blicky 21st, Jeremy Clements 22nd, Brandon Jones 23rd, Corey Day 24th, Ryan Ellis 25th, Anthony Alfredo 26th. Those two also had a spin. Joey Gates 27th, Blaine Perkins 20th, Jeb Burton not a day, he needed 29th. He had some type of issue, I think, in practice or qualifying, and it just didn't fix into the race. Patrick Emmerling 30th, Dean Thompson 31st. He had a half spin. Andrew Zeta 32nd, Garrett Smithley 33rd, Tomasi 34th, Benedetto 35th, Dye 36th, Massey 37th. Outfield 30th and last is Dawson Crean. Mason Massey went up into the wall. Daniel Dye had a flat tire and crashed, and Benedetto ran the back of Corey Day and busted the radiator. Dean Thompson had a spin, it was like a half spin. Ellison Alfredo spun. And then we had that incident with the oil where JC11 lost the lead, Brandon Jones crashed. But yeah, so see what the points are. But yeah, that's really all to say. The regular season battle is close. Allgaier and Zilisch are tied. Mayer 16 points back, so it should be a good battle towards the end of the regular season. And here's Burton 17 points up above Ryan C. Really, other things to say, but yeah, all to say. Peace, and I'll see you guys for the Cup race tomorrow.